Alright, I'm back. Yes, I was saying this is literally the only reason for the kids to usually work. At least that was how it was when I was young. You wanted a new PC? Alright, save money. Because the first PC actually I ever got was the PC my mother bought me. Well, bought me and my sister. The second PC I bought was literally 90% of the money spent only was mine. Rest like 10% was my sister. So I would still allow her to play on it. The first PC was 2000, second PC was 2003. Of course that PC would get some upgrades and whatnot. I think the last upgrade was like 2005, 2006, 2005. Then the completely new PC that I got was 2010. And that PC would get upgraded a lot, especially in 2004. Almost everything was upgraded in 2004 on it. There was manual upgrade in 2003. There was only three things: motherboard, processor, and HD. Yeah, HD. I'm gonna replace for new one in the 2003. Then 2004, of course, came, and yeah, basically, beside those three parts, and of course the case, everything else was changed. New GPU, I got SSD, that was used for the Windows, new fan, etc, etc. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That upgrade, and wasn't even that costly. And that was when I got my GTX 970. Really good graphic card for that time. So that would be my. I wouldn't upgrade that PC or change anything else if my cat in the 2016 didn't pull down my PC, and basically, lucky for me, everything was working out. Just the motherboard was fried, so I got new one. It wasn't that great. It was worse than the previous one. Well, smaller. The PC started to having some sort of issues, hiccups. The sound, yeah, there's issues with the sound. There was like constant issues over the years, but I always worked it out somehow, or it basically stopped. But I didn't really want to put anything new in and spend money on it, so yeah. That PC I still have. I don't really have a room for it in my room, so it's at the neighbor's house where my aunt and uncle live, together with my old monitor as well. Holy crap, the old monitor. I had a monitor from 2009 and it's still freaking working. Actually, that old CRT that I had in the 2000 was still working when I gave it away to somebody. I don't even remember who. In 2009 when I got this new one. But yeah, I had that monitor and that PC. I still have them. And this one, new one, the PC I got literally day before Christmas last year. aka 2020. And the monitor I got this year in January, aka 2021. It's the curved monitor. It's a 1 inch wider than the previous one. The previous one was 23 inches and this one's 24. I read anything over 24 would look really bad on the resolution that I like to use. And the previous one actually have a slightly higher resolution. It was that weird resolution that like only like a Samsung monitor have. It was 2048 to 1152. The one that I currently have the classical 1920 to 1080. So yeah, nice building order. That's that. Yeah, this PC is pre-built. It's MSI pre-built, and I found out basically what it had inside was satisfactory for me, because I prefer to have like Windows on the SSD and the games on HDD. The only annoying part is the case. The case isn't that big, and you need like the specific MSI components for it to fit properly. That's like really annoying. But yeah, if worst comes to worst and something broke down, I would basically buy a new case as well. I mean, yeah, this case is really cool looking and everything, I know. I like it a lot, but yeah. But I have 2 years of warranty, so hopefully it will last for 2 years. And yeah, in 2 years we will definitely have like a new like GPU generation, CPU generations and whatnot. All that stuff like usually. I really actually wanted those 3000 series graphic cards, but yeah, you couldn't get them. And I literally like after what like month or two I bought this PC. Suddenly the PCs with the pre-built ones started to being finally available to buy with basically the very similar PC that I currently have. Just the graphic card would not be like the. Hopefully I didn't say before like RTX 970. It was GTX 970. Hopefully that is correct. But yeah, it's currently I have RTX 2070 Super, and the one that I actually wanted was RTX 3070. But whatever, doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, I'm still fine with it. I'm still fine with what I have. The previous piece was really good. It lasted for so long. Like, jeez. Alright, let's go. And keeping it just in case. I mean, if I would even sell it, like, where would I sell it? I mean, sell it. Anything in that piece you can break down anytime, basically. It is pretty old PC after all. Yeah, that HD alone was there for over 7 years. The GPU, SSD, cooler and whatnot over 6 years. The case 10 years. All the processor motherboard were basically 4 years old. And as you know, the motherboards are the ones that are usually breaking down, at least from my experience. The power source once broke down that I had, and basically the rest was just the always the motherboard. Yeah. The only reason I ever actually bought the new CPU was I could not find actually CPU for the socket anymore for the new motherboards. Yeah, that is always the most ending part. That's for sure. And the most annoying part about this pre-built piece is you don't really know that much. Like what I have no idea what motherboard is actually there. I'm assuming some sort of Asus. Hopefully at least the better ones. I mean the CPU and graphic cards GPU are top notch, that's for sure. But yeah, I have no idea about the rest of the components. But for that price, they should be at least semi-decent. Yeah, hopefully at least semi-decent. They hopefully last over 2 years. But you never know. Because I don't think I will ever get so lucky. Like I did with my previous PC. And it lasted for so freaking long. Yeah, so freaking long. It was great. It was really great. Here we go. There we go indeed. Nice. Oh, even back. Huh, that's nice. That is nice indeed. Alright, there we go. Nice. Yeah, we might as well finish this one. Might as well finish it. $56k of the straw would be overboard for the picks for betting. Okay, I want to see that from the numbers. and go sell some more hay. Yeah, let's go. And this mine over here as well. Oh yeah, addiction mine as well. How about that? It's growing, but these two are full grown. You know, for such a tiny field. Oh, it's not really tiny, to be honest. Well, it is a small field, but that is overpriced, Jesus Christ. Usually it feels like that like 50k. But I guess we are in the US, everything is overpriced. Yeah, I can only imagine how costly the oil must be in the US. Well, at least in some of the states, probably like super costly. I'm just gonna look out for a train, you know. You never know what it might be. But I finally saw it. Yeah, I remember testing this map before. I was like man, or when I first actually want to try this LP. Well, probably not a month, but maybe even month or a few weeks before I actually start the LP. I tapped the train and I was like, what the fuck? The train was just going through like black nothingness. I was like, where the heck am I? And yeah, the train really leaves the map. Which is interesting mechanic. So basically, the train is there, you can tap to it, but you can't do anything with it. It's basically unfortunately. Because as you know me, I actually like train in the maps and be able to, you know, like ride it, sell the crop in large quantities and whatnot. But I guess we have our fair share of train fun in the Erlang Grand map. So yeah. I'm really probably most excited about the optimization. I really hope the game would be running really well. I mean, on this PC, the Farming Simulator, this one is running really well as well, but it should be better running and better optimized than the previous one. So even like they said, even the like older PCs, even though this still could be easily considered high-end PC because of the GPU and the CPU are super new. The CPU is literally from last year. Actually, GPU I think as well. The Super Series I think came out either late 2019 or early 2020. But anyway, yeah, and definitely should be running really good. But yeah, from what I saw, they definitely not the new engine. I'm not expert on this stuff, you know. It definitely look like the same engine they had for basically most of these games. They're probably like super heavily modified. And I think it was actually a game where a lot of like models and whatnot dropped the Farming Simulator. I still actually consider 17 like the best so far, even though I actually now played more 19, but it's because there wasn't basically a new game. I would probably play around the same if there wasn't a new game. Maybe actually play a bit more. But now when I think about it, yeah, 19 was great, but I mean the 17 was great, but 19 is actually I probably like it now in this stage, super like late, you know, a few months before the new game. The game is always like super good. But the early stage of 19, holy crap, it was literally one of the worst releases, from what I remember. 15 was pretty bad, the release, but man, 19. I never really, I don't know what it was with the 15, but besides the like mods, there wasn't really that much that I liked. The main map was kind of boring, the Nordic map. The 17 main map, the American one, yeah, that one was really good. I would say even more enjoyable than the good old 2013 Westbridge Hills. Yeah, probably more enjoyable than that one. And that one was really good. Most people to this day consider the best American map made by Jazz. Of course, besides the mods, because the mods are definitely better. The best one from the mods, I would probably say the Alone Oak Farm, I think. Yeah, Alone Oak Farm. Which was probably I think the last LP in the 17 that I played. Yeah, that one was pretty good as well. Yeah, that was a really good map. I enjoyed that one a lot. So yeah, that was my rant about the farming simulator. You'll see how good 22 will be actually. I'm expecting the release, hopefully it will be better than 19, the release. Hopefully. Well, the optimization stuff should make it better overall, because damn, the 19 there is like a Raven port was so freaking frame droppy. Yeah, I mean, it was on my old PC, but still, damn, that thing was frame droppy as hell. Yeah, the CPU has excuse me, 8 cores and 16 threads, so hopefully it can on the new Farm Simulator can ultimate at least like 6 cores. But we'll see about that. Anyway, see you next time. Goodbye.